Hello everyone! Today I want to quickly go over what was added in patch 4.9 and talk about some of the new content currently planned for the upcoming patches. So let's start with patch 4.9. The update introduced a new mission set called Support the Miners, new lightly armored apparel, new hairstyles, and advanced cargo holder. The new bearing CQ7 bullpup rifle, improved hit markers, improved behavior for juvenile and adult Valakar, and updated ship flight audio with completely new sound effects. The patch also introduced a new ship from Grace Market, called the Grace Basher. Some content that was previously planned for patch 4.10 was also moved into patch 4.9. This includes update armor set for the Nine Tails criminal organization, and this armor can already be obtained in-game. Patch 4.9 also introduced new ship rewards connected to Reco Battaglia. There are currently 3 ships that players can earn by completed Reco Battaglia's missions. Reaching the first rank rewards you with the Drake Golem. The second rank rewards the Misk Prospector, and reaching the third rank gives you the Argomol. However, these rewards are only available in-game. They are not permanently added to your hangar on the RSI website, which means they are not protected from future wipes. That being said, the next major wipe is probably still around 1 or 2 years away. These ships also come with exclusive liveries, improved components, and upgraded mining lasers. A new deal in Lowville. 2 additional ship patches kiosks were also added. Scanning has also been improved. Players no longer have to wait as long for the scanner to load and display a ship's information. Ship's docking has also received improvements, along with several other fixes and changes. Now let's take a closer look at the new Grace Basher and who this ship might be suitable for. The Grace Basher is a light fighter that sacrifices almost everything else in favor of firepower. It comes equipped with 6 size 2 guns, and all of them can be replaced or customized depending on your needs. The ship also uses a large number of parts taken from different ships, giving it a very unusual appearance compared to most other fighters. One of the strangest features is the entrance. To get inside the ship, you actually enter through an opening in the wing. It's certainly an unusual design choice, but it gives the Basher a lot of personality and charm. There is also a unique component mounted on the top of the ship that is designed to help with aiming. However, if you don't like it or find it distracting, you can't remove it through your mobiGlas. The Basher is smaller than the Kruger Wolf, which makes it more maneuverable and harder to hit. However, if an enemy does manage to hit you, you'll definitely feel it. The ship isn't particularly durable, so you'll need to rely on its maneuverability and avoid taking unnecessary damage during combat. Now let's take a look at what else is planned for patch 4.10, in addition to instancing and the new armor. Another new weapon will be added, the Head-by Gunworks Allrington Rifle. This weapon will also be accompanied by the new optical sight called the Head-by Gunworks S2. Patch 4.10, or possibly a feature update on Crusader, will also introduce a new creature called the Stormwall. If you want a simple explanation, these are basically space whales. The Stormwall was discovered by Evocati players while testing the 4.10 Evocati build. However, the main goal of the 4.10 Evocati testing phase was to police the performance and stability of the new instancing system, particularly within the Siege of Orison event. Some of these features can already be tested in the 4.10 PTU, which is currently available. Now let's talk about some of the new ships currently in development. The first one is the Anvil Liberator. The team has continued working on integrating and repurposing various assets from ships, such as the Asgard and Paladin. This approach should help speed up development and reduce the amount of completely new content that needs to be created. The second is the long-awaited RSI Galaxy. Following the release of the recent Alien ships, more artists have been assigned to the Galaxy, which is helping the ship make its progress across multiple areas of development. For anyone who doesn't know what the Galaxy is, the RSI Galaxy is a large modular, multi-purpose ship. Its center section can be swapped out for different modules, including medical, cargo, refining, and other specialized modules. It also possible that a new drone module for base construction could be introduced for the Galaxy sometime next year, especially since base building is currently planned for next year. The RSI Galaxy itself is currently expected to release in November during the Intergalactic Aerospace Expo. The third ship is the Grey Kraken. The North American team has continued working on the Kraken, which is currently in the grey box stage. The developers are also focusing on using the Finar Drake ship kit developed for the Ironclad. This should help speed up development. An initial lightning pass has also already been completed to establish the overall tone and atmosphere of the ship. As the developers mentioned previously, the Drake Kraken is currently planned for release toward the end of next spring, around May. It is also expected to become the headline ship of next year's Invictus Launch Week or DefenseCon, although we still don't know which event will take place around that time. Two new guard vehicle variants are also moving quickly through the development pipeline. One has successfully passed a combined white box and grey box review, while the other is rapidly approaching the same stage. In addition, 4 unannounced ships have passed their respective reviews and are expected to be revealed or released in the near future. The first is a new fighter. It has passed its white box review and will continue refining its geometry during the grey box phase, as the team prepares it for November. The second is a new multi-purpose ship from the Xi'an manufacturer. This ship has now entered the pre-production stage. The third ship has progressed to Lot 0. During this phase, the team added additional details across the entire hull and made sure that all of the animated components could move without interfering with each other. And finally, the fourth ship has passed its grey box gate review. Following the review, adjustments were made to the placement of its component and weapons. The motion capture team is now preparing to work on the complex animations required for this ship. Now I also want to talk about patch 4.11, which is currently planned for release in mid-September. This update is expected to bring a significant amount of new gameplay mechanics and content. One of them is the new Starwear system, which will allow players to combine different types of armor with regular clothing. The team has also added clothing requirements for certain types of armor. Development has already begun on the Starwear user's interface, and because the equipment rules can be quite complicated, several new UI elements are being introduced. This includes a locked state that tells players when an it cannot be equipped because another piece of equipment is blocking it. There will also indicators showing whether an item is suitable for use in space, as well as an improved weight display at the top of the inventory. Patch 4.11 or possibly a feature update, perhaps even patch 5.0, is also expected to introduce the first planet in the Nyx system. That planet is Nyx 1. It will be creating using several new technologies, including Genesis, Planetary QV5, and StarCitact. These technologies will eventually be used to creating all future planets, both in the Nyx system and in other star systems. At some point after these technologies are fully implemented, existing planets in the Stanton and Pyre systems are also expected to be reworked. The first version of base building is also expected to begin on Nyx 1. Base building itself is currently planned for next year. When the initial Tier 0 base building system is introduced, players will be able to construct small bases using a limited selection of buildings. Most likely this system will initially be available only in low-layer star systems. However, after the developers improve this system and fix issues related to placing and storing buildings, as well as making sure that bases are properly synchronized and displayed across different servers, the first level of base building should be introduced. This will allow players to construct full-fledged ground bases and potentially even other types of bases in the future. But that's all for today. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care, everyone.